Hello, this is LC Creations here, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to edit the zoo bounds in a zoo and delete them. Well, not edit them, just delete them. But I'm going to show you how to delete them so you can place anything anywhere in your zoo. So, first, we're going to get started by play a freeform game. And we're going to go into temperate grassland, or whatever zoo you want to edit. You can edit any zoo at all. You can even edit a zoo game that you already made. Like, say you have a zoo saved game that you've saved and you want to edit it, so you can place anywhere in that zoo. Now, I'm going to use grassland large, and I'm going to play it. So, for everyone who's pretty cool to be able to, it's pretty fun. You can do anything without the zoo boundaries. And yeah, so we just gotta wait for this thing to load. Hopefully it'll load fast. Yeah. So basically we had to figure this out. I'm gonna slide over here, and I'm gonna save my game right here. So you don't have to. You can save your game wherever you want. Doesn't matter. I just save it right here because when we go back into the zoo, Anyway, so I'm gonna save the game, and I'm gonna save it as grassland. I'm gonna save that, and then I'm going to save a backup file. Now, especially if you have a saved game that you're editing already, a saved zoo, always make a backup for it. Because if you mess up, the file, your saved game will be corrupted and you will have to redo your whole entire zoo again. So create a backup and save that. So now, after we do this, for now that's all we have to do. I'm gonna go onto the desktop and finish the tutorial, start finishing it there. Okay, so here we are on the desktop. Now, basically the first thing that we're gonna do here is we're gonna go into this file thing, and you're gonna need 7-zip manager, by the way. I'll put the link to that in the description. And basically you're gonna go into local disk, and I'll show you this document or this directory in the description. So find this directory in the description right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and go on to it. And when you go into this directory, you're gonna want to go into your profile. Mine is tutorials. You're gonna go and saved, and you're going to. This might have a Zoo Tycoon 2 icon in it. It might have any icon on it, but whatever icon it has on it, you want to open it with 7-zip file manager, and you'll see this save thing. Now you're going to see this world.zt2 file, and you're going to open that, and you're not going to open that. Don't worry about that right now. Make a folder on your desktop named Grassland. Sorry about that. It's on cap locks for some reason. You're gonna put that in there, world.zt2. Put in there, and you're gonna want to open it with Notepad. So open with Notepad and edit it. So you're gonna wait for this whole entire thing to start loading up, and you're gonna see that it says edit. You're gonna go up here on the top bar, and it'll say edit. Click on that and click find, and then find outside zoo. Go down, and you're gonna start to see this big old process beginning. Okay, right here it'll say outside zoo, and then it'll say this info here, and then span map. Everything after span map, and then you're gonna see this list start to begin, and it's gonna be a repeating list. It's gonna say span list x equals 0, span, and then all that, and then span list. And then it's going to say that again. Span list X, but this time it's going to say 1. It's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. You want to start selecting on the part of the list that says 1, just like this. This is where you want to start selecting it, where it says 1. Now you want to start selecting this. You're going to keep going down. Now I'm going to start finding the end of this list. So let me do that. I'm going to go down here, and it's going to be pretty cool once you get this done, because then, like I said in the beginning of the tutorial, you can do anything in your zoo that you want. So anyway, now we're at the end of the list. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start, like I told you in the beginning, it's a repeating thing. And right here, you'll say it says span map, where my mouse is wiggling. It says span map. That's where it ends. And it's going to say span list here. That's the type, say that the last time it'll say span list with these exact keys. You want to go to the second to last time it says that. Now remember, I told you it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now we're at the end of it. It says 93, 94, 95. You want to do it the second to the last repeated area like this. So you want to select it just like this. And then you want to backspace that. Now you're going to go up and view this little area here. And you're going to backspace again, because you'll have that little area right there. You don't want that. So you're going to save this. Now what you're going to do is, after you save it, I'm going to save it one more time, make sure. It's ridiculous, but whatever. Anyway, so now after you're done saving that, you're going to want to close this. So let's close that. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this file and you're going to paste it into 7-zip file manager and click on the window, and this will pop up. Click yes. Now what you're going to do is you're going to close it. Now you're going to minimize that. Open Tycoon 2. Open Tycoon 2. And once you open Tycoon 2, you're going to click the X, or no, actually keep this up, and you're going to click load game. Don't save. Definitely do not save it, okay? Don't save it. Unless you're saving it as a different name, do not save it. So you're going to click the first one that we saved, Grassland. You're going to click load save, select a game. Now it's going to open it, and you're going to have your area. But now it's not really outside zoo bounds. You can place anything on it. But we're still not done. So you can place things outside the zoo bounds, and over here you can't. See, you can't place things here. You can place things right here, but not here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that thing out too. And the reason why that didn't work is because those two little parts of the list that we didn't take out. But we have to wait for something to pop up, and for that to pop up, we have to resave the game. So it saves that little thing. So we're going to save it. Sorry, I'm OCD. So we're going to save it, and we're going to save the game. Overwrite saving. And we're going to, sorry, just a minute. We're going to, so once you're on the desktop, what you're going to do is you're going to go back into the directory, saved, and you're going to reopen it with 7-zip file manager. And you're going to edit Grassland, like I said, and you're going to go into saved, and you're going to click world.ZT2, and you're going to go back into the Grassland directory, and you're going to replace it. Replace the file. Now open it again with Notepad. And you're going to find outside zoo. Find next, go down, and you might see a little difference. There's going to be these little things at the end of it, and this is what we've been waiting for. It's going to say span map index 1, span map index 2, and then 3. And we were waiting for that to pop up, because if we don't wait for it to pop up and we delete everything, the whole entire list in between span map and span in the other bottom part of span map right here, we delete all of it, then if we would have deleted all of it previously, it would have corrupted the file, because it has to have these 3 things. Now, we're going to backspace this, backspace what I selected. So remember what I selected just now, right here, and you're going to backspace it. And then you're going to see the little space there again right here. You want to backspace that too. Now, you're pretty much done now. All you have to do is click save, and save it. Wait for it to be saved. Don't click on it, might not respond, because it's such a big file, it might not. Anyway, back to the program. Alright, so now we're going to close this down. Now we're going to take this, and we're going to paste it in here like we did earlier. We're going to click yes, and then you can actually close this now. And we're going to go back into Alright, so here we are back in Zoo Tycoon 2. Now, we're going to load game. Do not save it. Otherwise, you'll have to redo everything. Well, not everything, but that last part that we just did. And you're going to click load save again. Select again. And it's going to load it. You'll see that it might load a little bit of the zoo bounds. I don't know why, that's just how the game works. Now, you can delete anything and place anything wherever, completely wherever you wanted, inside this like plane here. Now out here you can't place stuff because that's not even part of the zoo, but you can place stuff like this outer area right here, all this right here. This is just a big old mesh. All this here that goes out, all these, everything there that you can tell, obviously it's a big old mesh outside. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what you can do with this now. You can delete anything, any path, redo the path outside the zoo, make it look better. You can even delete this here, delete the whole zoo wall. It's a lot easier to delete it like this instead of having to do this all the time. And even if you do that, you can, and you did it more than once, you can replace it back, because you can also replace it here. Now, you can only do that if you have, Snow Leo's combi patch and, all that stuff, which I do, and I have as the original zoo wall thing. So, and also with this combi patch, you can also delete this right here. So, you can do all that with Snow Leo's combi patch, but even if you don't, you can still have fun, because you can place trees, anything outside the zoo. You can even make decorations and decorate and, create scenery outside your zoo, all that stuff. You can do all that stuff with it. So, enjoy, using this tutorial to make this with any zoo. Now, you do have to do this with every single different saved zoo game, you can tell, because there is no way you can hack every single, but I know there's no way you can hack every single different zoo at once. So, you have to do them all individually. So yes, you can do this with your already created zoo, as long as I suggest you to make a backup, because if you corrupt it, then you have to remake your whole entire zoo, and that would really suck. So, thank you for watching, and enjoy this pack. Goodbye.